I gave you my heart.
Yo, what's up, Pride Nation? Back at you with another one on today. This is the Detroit Lions mailbag, and we're going to talk about some things that are currently going on with the Detroit Lions. So make sure you guys subscribe to Noble Sports Entertainment, because on this channel we talk sports, period. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Detroit Sports Alliance. Their links will be below in the description box. Make sure you click on that bell icon to push all, that you may be able to receive every upload and notification. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk a little bit about Melvin Gordon on today, guys. It's a very interesting topic that's been brought out, and it's circulating in the NFL, and we wanted to talk about it. Looks like the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions are interested in the 26-year-old running back Melvin Gordon, and rightfully so. He is a two-time Pro Bowl running back, and he's coming off a nice game that he had against the Chicago Bears, scoring 2 touchdowns in that game. But we definitely know that Melvin Gordon, the reason why he held out is because he wants a deal, man. I don't think that Melvin Gordon should receive the type of money that Ezekiel Elliott is probably getting because of his production. But I would say at the least, you probably want to give that guy something where along the lines of $8 to $9 million a season. Definitely, he is a very, very solid running back, and at the tender age of 26 years old, not even in his prime yet. And definitely, man, very, very solid running back. He's a Pro Bowl running back, and he had some great seasons with the Chargers, being able to be solid. One season rushing over 900 yards, and a couple seasons 800, but he has not eclipsed 1,000 yet. But at the same time, he has been a Pro Bowl selection, and I definitely think if the Lions are able to grab such a running back like Melvin Gordon, it would be a great thing for the franchise. But at the same time, you have to look at the situation for what it is right now. We know that Kerryon Johnson is out on IR, and by him being out on IR, you have to be able to make a decision as a GM and as a staff on what you're going to do going forward with Kerryon Johnson, because this is the second time that Kerryon has gotten hurt, and it has been the knee situation. And I don't know if it's the same knee that's bothering Kerryon, but you have to figure out what you're going to do. Now, if you're going after Melvin Gordon, it's simple as this. You're either using Melvin Gordon for the remainder of this season, or you're going to give him the extension. And I think that the extension that you probably would want to give Melvin Gordon is probably roughly around like a 3 or 4 year deal with the ball club, and you will have yourself a starting caliber running back. Now, the Detroit Lions have not passed the baton to Ty Johnson just yet, because pretty much he's a young guy, and you just don't want to throw him out to the wolves just yet. And you don't want to put all your you don't want Ty Johnson out there carrying a heavy load, which he may not be ready for yet. So you go out and you make a trade and you grab a guy like Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon is a every down back. He is a back that can be out there for 3 downs, and he's one of those guys that is very productive out of the backfield. So whether or not the Detroit Lions decide to pull the trigger on this, we do not know, but there's interest from the Detroit Lions on possibly grabbing Melvin Gordon. And if you grab Melvin Gordon, I definitely think that you have to be able to understand the situation that is at hand. Are you going to take Melvin Gordon just for the remainder of this season, or are you going to decide to give him an extension, because Melvin Gordon is looking for a new contract? So you have to know that going into negotiations with the Chargers, and what are you willing to give up as the Detroit Lions? What are you going to give up? Are you going to give up a first or second rounder? What are you going to give up to get Melvin Gordon? Because you're going to have to give up something to be able to get him. And if the Lions get him, I think he would be a great fit with the Detroit Lions. I think he fits in with the mold of what they want to do, and that's to be able to run the ball. And he's the type of running back that you can give him at least 15 to 20 carries or even more in a game. He's very productive, and I definitely like Melvin Gordon as a player. I know he's one of the best young running backs in the league, and having a guy like Melvin Gordon, it means the future. What are you looking at from Kerryon Johnson? And will you make Kerryon Johnson the second running back on the team and move Ty Johnson down the depth chart to the 3rd running back? So you have some options on what you're trying to do. But if you're grabbing somebody like Melvin Gordon, you better know that you have to make a decision on Are you willing to extend him, or do you just want him to rent him for the remainder of the season and then decide in the offseason if you want to give Melvin Gordon that type of money? But if not, then you probably would just be renting him for the remainder of the season, and Melvin Gordon will probably eventually sign with another ball club. But at the same time, the Lions are interested in Melvin Gordon, so I definitely want to know, guys, how this is going to pan out for the Detroit Lions and Kerryon Johnson and the rest of the running backs as well, if the Detroit Lions decide to grab Melvin Gordon. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to Noble Sports Entertainment, because we talk sports, period. Peace.
I give you my heart.